Hey fellas, this video exists because I'm sick and tired about hearing about this clown. Ever since a few years ago when I made the BDO ego death video exposing all his Shakybay psychopathic tendencies, I've received dozens upon dozens of DMs throughout the years just of people live reporting on all of Shaky's beef and all the toxic, horrible shit that he said to people. And I'm just putting this video together to put a symbolic nail in the coffin so I don't have to hear about this guy ever again, hopefully. Before I start dropping all these screenshots, I just want to speak directly to Shakybay because I know you're going to be watching this. Before you try to pick apart any of this, just know we both know what you're doing, and we both know what you do. And I know what kind of person you are. And I'm sick of hearing about you, so do as you did with the last video I made on you, and don't respond at all. Except for the final request that I'm going to have for you at the end of the video. You have no clips farming me, so this isn't about PvP beef. You have no screenshots of me saying any of the horrible shit that you say on a regular basis because I don't do that. And you can't dox me because I'm wide out in the open. It won't do anything to me. And I really have nothing to hide. At most, I think you're probably gonna report this video or try to get it taken down. That's all you can really do to maintain your narrative, so try it, I guess. The guy I'm talking about, for those of you who have the pleasure of not knowing already, is a guy who's been a part of the BDO community ever since the NA servers dropped, and since then he's been quite the tumor. Ever since I first knew about him, he's been trying to cling to any speck of relevancy that he can gain, or any kind of momentum towards his channel that he can gain. He just clings onto that. I specifically remember a time sitting in Man Up Discord, listening to Lakari deny his basically begging requests to run the official Man Up sister guild. And they basically just told him like, dude, do what you want, but like you're not tied to the guild. But that was like his main focus at the time. He'll just do anything for relevancy, and it's to a disgusting point. Back then, he was known as Purify. Since then, he's changed his name to Shakybay, and he's acquired pretty decent YouTube following off of the like guide videos and little BDO videos that he does. But the person that he portrays himself to be on his YouTube is much different than the type of person that he is talking to people one-on-one. Basically, your stereotypical dox threatening piece of shit who has no qualms about telling people to off themselves. But before we show evidence of that, let me talk about this guy's ego. In my first video, you can see all the evidence of how this guy tries to use his subscriber or follower account to basically intimidate or bully other people or other creators based on their numbers, and tries to put himself on a superior level in order to say like, you're nothing to me, you're trash, I killed you in PvP. And the ironic part about that is that this dude has been exposed for making fake accounts to comment on his own videos and other people's videos who talk about him. Shaky, you hold people to a standard that you can't meet, and you try to degrade others, based on subscriber or follower accounts. But most recently, Arena of Solaire, you'll talk down on people due to their rank. You'll tell other people their value based on their AOS rank, while you simultaneously struggle to achieve said ranks. And I don't even know if you got above 1800. But if you did, you didn't keep the rank. And then on top of that, you go on to claim all the top PvPers or the top ranked PvPers had to cheat to get there. I don't even know if Shakybay is like top 3 Musa. I don't even know if he's like top 5. To be quite honest, I think he's an above average Musa, but like, I feel like someone like Kyreem would just take his head off. He doesn't take losses very well. It doesn't fit his narrative, so that's why he spends so much time typing. And that's why so many people have a ridiculous amount of screenshots of all the horrible shit he said. So let's go ahead and see what kind of stuff this guy says after getting thrashed in PvP. And before looking through all this, how many subscribers does this dude have? So looking at his YouTube, he's got about 31,000 subscribers. That's a lot for a BDO YouTuber. And he gets a good amount of views on all of his videos. This is a lot of people that follow this guy and support his content. I would only assume that most of these people don't know what this guy's actually like. At least I would hope not. We're gonna look at the screenshots. I had so many people sending me like information about this dude, like the videos they've made on him, all the screenshots of him saying all this terrible shit or talking shit or threatening to dox or this and that. And honestly, if I go through all of it, it's gonna be like a half an hour long video, and I really only want to spend like 2 hours making this thing. So I'm gonna show some of the worst screenshots just to make my point, and so I don't have to go through and explain every single beef and history of Shakybay. Alright, so first off, let's check this one out. I believe Shaky and Zachary, a Sork player on the NA server, had some beef. I'm not sure what 100% was said between the both of them, but they were just talking mad shit. And it basically led up to Shaky calling him a wife beater, and also accusing him about leaving his kids. In this one, he goes on to say, I believe these two were just having BDO beef in PvP, and I'm not sure. It could have been a response to doxing threats and whatnot, but suck my fat cock, beta male shitter. You could neck yourself and nothing would be lost. Don Skeptic is better. Are you shaking IRL? You about to shoot up a school or something? You got a mouth on you? You gonna dox? What's next? Racial slurs? This guy's just like, huh? Maybe this one. People like you should just kill yourself, to be honest, as I said earlier. Waste of space, doxing people who don't even play the game, lesbian retard. Or this one. Basically, the messages before this were them talking shit to each other, whispering this and that, and then the dude was like, oh, basically acting like he just wasn't worried about Shakybay, telling him to fuck off, like he's gonna go get breakfast with his daughter, like just casually like toying with Shaky as Shaky's fuming in his DMs, and then he just pulls out some weirdo shit saying, want someone to start leaking pictures of your daughter? How about this screenshot? I know everything about you. Keep talking shit, I'll post on your college webpage and tag you and message everybody you know. Shaky, you often go after people's children for what? To scare them? And you're very comfortable threatening to dox people. Meanwhile, you're so shooken up about a potential doxing of yourself. Here's a screenshot of this guy's response to somebody allegedly leaking a photo that may or may not be him. He goes to say, reports have been sent, and this is the guy you just saw threatening to dox people left and right, telling them to kill themselves online. He goes to respond to somebody who I believe doxed him, or attempted to dox a picture that may or may not be him. He says reports have been sent on this or that Discord on the doxing. It'll be investigated and reports have been sent to PA about it. Everything is being investigated. All message IDs are being tracked. Anyone who doxes people that are terminally ill are a waste of sperm and egg. T2 Discord getting investigated on doxing. Family, flare me. Anyone involved, including yourself. GG. And so I'm gonna show you the picture that he's referring to, but I'm gonna censor it out because I'm not that type of guy. But after years of threatening to dox people, attempting to do so, a picture that may or may not be you goes online and you just freak the fuck out and you start clutching your pearls. Why? How he handled this picture getting exposed of him, it might be the worst, one of the worst things I've seen him do of all. So basically, here's the first picture of it getting posted. It's just a picture of this dude's face, and he responds with, I don't know what that picture is, still don't know what that picture is. People kept spamming it to him or whatever. And they're doing this because this is the guy who threatens to dox people all the time. Here's another response to the picture later down the road. It's a picture of him, and then somebody made like a little berserker edit to make fun of him. And he responds with, so you know that's not me, right? That's a friend of mine who has cancer, and it's pretty shitty of you to dox him. So, is it not a picture of you? Do you not know what the picture is? Or is that now a picture of your friend who has cancer? Are you linked to the picture or are you not? I hope that really is your friend, and if he is suffering from cancer, I'm sorry. That's just not a fun thing to go through. I've lost many family members due to cancer. I almost lost my mom, and I had to see one of my best friends barely struggle through chemotherapy. So yeah, I'm sorry if that's true, but given your past history, uh, your actions, and how you handled the picture getting leaked in the first place, first acting like you didn't know anything about the picture, and then later on going to say that it's a friend of yours, I can only assume that there's probably not most of the truth being told here. So, I mean, I ask you, is that a picture of you, or is that not a picture of you? Do a face reveal, Shaky. Prove it. Alright.